How y'all doing? This is Ray with Truepint, True Paranormal Investigation in North Texas again, with our second podcast of the year. This time we're going to have less introduction and a lot more EVPs. We're going to start this one off with a little boy that we had on our last podcast. It is a Type A EVP. It's very good, very clear. This one happens to be my daughter doing the investigation with us, and she just happened to be a little scared on location. You can hear the response the little boy has to her comment.
I'd be kind of afraid if I laid down and took a picture and there was a little boy sitting next to me.
Now this next one we caught, same location, but it was directed towards co-founder Lynn Deaton. We'll play that one real quick. Somebody saying they're in the closet.
Right.
Okay, I'm just going to throw some EVPs on here, and I'm going to put a short gap between them as we go so you can separate the different ones.
Like louder than Micah and Carly were talking, and he was talking over them, and it's clear over them, and it over them, and it over them, and it over them, and it.
Now on this one you're going to hear Ollie said twice. I say it once, my daughter says it, and then the third one's the actual EVP. So that would make that interactive on this one.
Ollie.
Holly, oxen free.
Ollie. 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 Ollie.
Now on this one it just calls my name, Raymond, and we don't use my given name out here at any given time. So it's worth me mentioning it is interactive. It pulled my name not just out of a hat, but to me shows its intelligence.
Well, yeah, sure did, didn't it? Laid down.
They've been there for a while, then.
Now on this one we had heard what sounded like a little girl talking, and we were just trying to bring her out. We picked her up on a EVP.
She heard the little girl. Leave a message if you're trying to get a hold of her.
We talked quite a bit about the little boy from Charlie 1 location that comes out quite a bit on us, and this particular night we had Lynn's daughter with us, and her name was Carly, and the little boy was calling her out by name, I guess wanting to play or just get her attention. Here's the EVP on that. Now, I'm assuming that this next one was directed towards Lynn's wife, only because she happened to be there with us that night. And that's the only reason, nothing negative reflected upon her at all. On this one again, it's a little boy from Charlie 1. I make a comment about how noisy it is, and he came back with, yeah, it is, and it is pretty clear.
Yeah, that's a noisy mess.
Now on this one, we're back at Charlie 1, which we had been going to in the beginning quite a bit, just to test equipment, try new investigators out. We had brought out a new investigator with us this night, and we get interaction asking, who is she? Now, there's been some debate on this one, but it's fairly clear, the skeletons part of it, but the second half we can't make out. The best that I can pull off of it is we are skeletons and servants. Now, this is one of my favorite ones that we've ever picked up. It's a little hard to make out, but it says, "Boss, you've got some big balls," and then you've got a secondary voice that says, "Don't let him step on you." I'm assuming because we're in a cemetery, but it's pretty interesting to me. This is another interactive EVP, and it shows that they can see us. They've mentioned us smoking. In this particular one, they're talking about the recorders that we're holding. Again, at Charlie 1 location, that's the little boy again saying, "She looked at me." Alright, before we go any further, I want to go over the recorders that we're using are just standard Radio Shack recorders. Radio Shack's where we purchased them, digital recorders. One of them's a 4100, one of them's a 3100 Olympus. Nothing extravagant, fairly reasonable as far as price goes, around $40 to $70 each. And the last time I had mentioned, and I'll mention it again just to go over it before I hear all the bitching and complaining that you can't hear anything. The best way to listen to these is with headphones. It's about the only way to listen to them. That's the way you go through and you're going to test these on your computer, is with a headphone plugged up, and if you're going to edit them that way, that's the way you really need to listen to them. So again, get yourself a good set of headphones. Skull Candy's my favorite. That's the only ones I wear. I've got 3 pairs. They work real well with this. As far as the recordings, we use a Snowball, Blue microphone, and GarageBand. And it's the best way that I've found to do this, or the simplest way. For anyone out there who wants to do this, we use basic materials, basic recorders. We do have some high-end stuff, but I mean, this is not a job. We don't get paid for it, so everything's out of pocket. We don't take money from anyone that we do an investigation for at their house. We don't ask for it. Donations are great because of the cost, but not everybody can afford it. So I mean, we're not into it for the money. We're just exploring what's out there. We'll leave you with a couple more EVPs, and after that, feel free to get a hold of us. Let us know what you think. We'll have another one out here in a few weeks. Like I said, we've got a few thousand that we're trying to get out there as far as EVPs go, and let everybody know what we found. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a great night, and let us know what you think. You can reach us at Rayne, RAYNE, at Truepint.com. You can find us at True Paranormal on YouTube. This is another EVP from Charlie 1 location, and we had the new investigator with us, Amanda, and this was a EVP directed towards her.
You told Lynn last time that he was too good for his wife. Or maybe you were speaking with me. We don't know.
Now on this next set of EVPs, there's quite a few within just a few sentences, and what I did is I took all the individual EVPs